Alright, what's up guys? We have a reverse, you know, my usual, oh I forgot to film and blah blah, you know. Alright, so we're going to go over this is the RWA, Agency Arms NOC. I was very excited. I'm super glad I got to get it. I don't think it's actually like sold out everywhere, so I guess maybe this isn't as popular as I thought it was, but hey, I don't care. I got it. That's all I care about. There's a couple slides that are just in my my top 10 list, and the NOC is just, when it first came out in the real steel world, I was like, wow, man, I really want that, especially in the airsoft world. And you know, the Omni was one of my, I love that slide. I picked that up as soon as I could, and I think that one is actually, both versions, well actually all three versions have just, they're gone. And so this guy came out like, yep, I'm getting it. This came out in December. I recently, I picked it up like probably like last week or 2 weeks ago. So but damn, they did a nice job Guns Modify, and I'm pretty sure the loading nozzle is Airsoft Surgeon. So if anyone that's actually you know, entwined into their pistol world like I am, let me know if I'm right. Cause I swear to God, this loading nozzle looks like Airsoft Surgeon, and I love Airsoft Surgeon loading nozzle, and it would actually make sense because you know, it's from Red Wolf Airsoft. This I bought from Alpha Airsoft, but the, you know, the whole deal is through them. And the Red Wolf Airsoft, pretty much, that's where I bought almost all my Airsoft Surgeon loading nozzles for the longest time. And other places do have them, like Scope and Parts, but he's, you know, he's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. Because his website isn't always updated, and he charges a little bit. But you know, he goes and picks around, so you know, gotta respect it. And this came pre-installed. Okay, I'm going to show you everything, guys. The blowback unit, the loading nozzle, I didn't have to touch anything in this section. That was a pre-install, which is kind of a first. I don't know if that's like a new thing, but you know, I haven't really bought a new Glock slide in quite some time, so I don't know if that's new. But for me, I was like, hey, I don't have to actually do any work because, you know, it's already installed. But I enjoy installing stuff anyways, to be honest. And it is the version 5. This is the version 5 Guns Modified. This is the I don't know if it's the most current one, but this is the one that's I did a video on it in 2016. So and I like already have the lower installed, and this is my Guns Modified pistol. That's why you can see this is what it comes with. It comes with the fiber optics, hammer spring, the springs, the armoire screws, an extra one for the latch right here. So if you're not familiar with the system, go ahead and just watch my 2016. I think I literally call it Guns Modified version 5 Glock blowback unit. So go ahead and just watch that, and that will, you know, that'll cover everything about the blowback unit. And then they also give you a hammer as well. The guide rod is given to you, and the outer barrel. So let me take this out, and we'll dry fire it afterwards. Okay. But they did a nice job. There is some damage on my slide, and that came to me. I'll talk to you at the end, but I'll say one thing just for those people who are just looking at the quick stuff. First of all, nice job machining, dropping on a steel. This is a Gun Modified steel front and rear. I do not know on a stock TM. I currently don't have one on hand, and all my customer projects, they're all high capas, so no Glocks currently in mine, are all kind of decked out. I messed up on that, and they did a bad job of packaging it, I think. First of all, my guide rod was loose. I don't think that I bought it from Alpha Airsoft. It's not Alpha Airsoft's fault or job, because these are sealed when they're packed. So whoever did the packaging at Red Wolf Airsoft, where I'm pretty sure, like, you know, Gun Modified makes the part, sends it to a place, and then, you know, Airsoft Surgeon sent the loading nozzle. They probably assemble it. Wherever that place is, they did a bad job. Check this out. Okay, it's for $350. I expect everything to be nice. I'm actually curious to see how the video is. If it's, you know, if it's straightforward or a good video or high quality. I'm curious about that. But I don't know if you guys can see on the camera. It is dirty as hell. I mean, this is cool, but it's dirty as hell. And like, there's like, it kind of looks like it was like used for something else, and then they just kind of repurposed it or something. I don't know how to explain it. If you could see it in person, there's like dirt all over it, kind of. So I think that's the only thing I'm complaining about. But it's small in the scheme of things, because honestly, I think for collectors, yes, that is a huge. So oh yeah, okay. Now that I put my mindset into collectors, yeah, I'd be really pissed. I'm pissed, but I'd be really pissed, especially as a collector. You make sure, guys, you should all of you collectors out there, if you're collecting and you're buying this to collect it, I'm going to be abusing it, so I don't care about the mark on here. Definitely videotape the opening process. And if you guys have the same issues as me, let me know. I'm actually curious. Maybe I'm just a one-off, and I'm curious to see if actually blowback units are just pre-installed, or that's like a new thing they're doing. But guys, look right here. You should, okay, yeah, I can see that on the mini screen. You see those two? It's like, I don't know if the guide rod hit it when it was like shipped or whatever, but if you look carefully, and I can't, look at it carefully right now, but it's almost like something hit it. Other than that, there's no other blemishes on here. Anything you see on here is just strictly, that's just strictly from me putting on my frame, which I think I said earlier, it was a drop-in. Fire is fine, no issues. Since we're zoomed in, let's just look at the details, because they did. It feels really good to put your hand and feel these ridges. It's a very, I don't know how to say it. Like, it's like a gun you want to touch. There's not many guns like that. Sometimes I feel like you just want to touch. This one, you just want to, put your finger and just feel all the ridges. And I feel like it's got really good grip if you got sweaty hands, if you're racking it, that kind of stuff. There's the outer barrel. And I'll show you, there's something pretty unique on the outer barrel. And like, this was all pre-installed. I don't know if it's Loctite. I don't plan on taking it. I'm gonna enjoy it for a bit as it is right now. Okay, they did a really nice job. I was excited when Ken came out with the 3D printed version, and then when this came out in Airsoft, I was even more excited. I was like, I don't care how bad things are right now, I'm gonna pick it up. But I guess apparently I don't have to worry, because funny thing is that at the time of this video, I think I can still find some on the market to get. So I'm cool with that. And then you just twist it off. Fiber, I installed myself. Very simple, guys. Just if you need to know how to do that, there's tons of just look at Real Steel videos. These fibers they provided, very nice. All right. I didn't have any problem heating them up. Okay, let's get this apart. Good weight. Okay, this it's roughly around 200 grams for everything. The front outer barrel and the slide. I'm gonna wait for you guys on camera. Oh man, battery. I swear the cold has just been destroying my batteries lately. Check this out. I'll show you this whole part. It's pretty different, but I think it's mainly designed to lock the outer barrel. I think that's the main goal. It's like almost like a guide in the slide. You'll see. Okay, let's zoom out, and let me get the scale for you guys so you guys can see weight. Alright, just a slide. Okay, it's 107 grams, 107.2 grams outer barrel. $105 grams. Okay, so it's like, it's roughly like what, 210, somewhere around there. Front sight already installed. Don't know if it's Loctite. I'm going to shoot it. If we see it moving, we're going to know right away. And with hybrids, you guys need to be careful. I especially had this happen a lot in my high Kappas. If you don't Loctite it, and it's one of those that moves left and right, sometimes you'll be shooting and like your gun will like start acting a little weird, or you'll get a jam or something. Look at your front sight first. Make sure your front sight isn't like creeping off and it like is already damaged, and you're gonna see damage around like this area, especially if if you're not paying close attention. So make sure your front sight is Loctite in. If you don't plan on moving out, Loctite that bastard in, okay? And the guide rod. So everything you see right here, okay, this little box is what you get in the box. Obviously there's a plastic wrap on here, and this just covers the box. Like I said, they did a bad job on the packaging, in my opinion. I wasn't pleased with that. For a collector, I'd be especially furious, okay? Especially for 350. Like, I'm okay with this because I'm going to use it and it's a gun I love. But for a 350 and you're a collector, this box should be pristine. Whatever this thing is, it's like I don't know if it's like a fake metal or plastic. That should be clean, all right? And there shouldn't be all these little specks in here. I can deal with the smell because you can just deal with that, but there shouldn't be all the specks in here. So heads up, for collectors, okay? And if you're really anal, this isn't even on straight. Okay, just look at the top. All right, and I'm gonna check this on the side. Curious about that. What else do we need to do? I feel like the recoil spring could have been a little bit stronger, especially since it's a RMR slide. Like if someone puts an RMR in here, by the way, you do need to take off the sight in order to put the RMR on, okay? And my question is if the person puts the RMR on, like how do they, that's my only question. Is there no backup sight? Alright, I just thought about that. Let's really make sure there's nothing here. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's nothing in here. How do we actually put on, if we put an RMR on, how do we actually put this sight back on? Like, I'm okay because I have a raised, I have a Trijicon sight, so not a big deal. But what about for people who don't have that? That's actually kind of annoying. Okay, that will be. I'll figure that out. I mean, this is what I got. So now that I'm thinking about it, like, what the hell? Because I'm definitely going to want to put an RMR on here for some time, just for looks. I don't like, it's not, performance beneficial at all. But I'm going to, okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to shut up for a minute on that, and we're going to assemble it. Like I said, mine came pre-assembled, so if you guys got it and it wasn't pre-assembled, let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Let's see what it is. I gotta check it. Okay, I will put that on mute for a bit. Hopefully she won't call me again. And we're gonna just dry fire it. So I guess right now my only complaints are, one, the presentation / packaging should have been better, especially for a 350 price tag. Okay. Oh, another thing, you guys notice how I had a little trouble pushing it in. You need to make sure the barrel is actually flush. So what I'd like to do, obviously I didn't do it on camera, is I like to pull out the barrel all the way here, and then put your fingers on it so it's actually flush with the slide, and then line it up. It should slide right in with no resistance. If you're getting some resistance, this part isn't lined up. Now that, remember that one, the part I talked to you guys about? Let me zoom in, which is very interesting, but I think I understand why it's there. It's really to guide the outer barrel. Check it out. This part actually goes along with the slide, with the slide hooks in. Okay, you guys see that? You guys see how it's hooked in here? It's pretty cool. Cool, but you know, now it's, you know, in my mind, back of my mind, I'm thinking it's another moving part. What's going to happen if this, or the slider, what happens if that breaks? How do we get replacements? Do they have replacement outer barrels? I haven't checked yet, but that's something now I'm thinking about what's going to be in the future. And this is the guide valve they provide with. It's basically it's a little different version of the Guns Modify one, because there's a couple versions out there now. I feel like it could be a little bit stronger. I'm probably going to put a stronger recoil spring in there, and we're going to shoot it with HPA. You can put a longer inner barrel in there, but I don't want to put a longer inner barrel in there because I feel like that would almost just ruin how cool it looks. The front, you know, if you're looking for that couple extra FPS, I'd probably just get a G34 or something. But man, I love how the ports look and you don't see the inner barrel. But you can put a longer one in there, okay? So that's something. Now, when you put this in on your frame, the first issues I was stupid is, you see how it's not fully seated? You know, there's a gap between the slide and the outer barrel. Make sure it's all the way up. I was stupid and it was down halfway, and I was like, why is it not going on my frame? And it is literally because of this part right here. So, and it should slide right on. Dropping on my steel front and rear, I don't know about stock, but honestly, most gun modified slides honestly have been wonderful on TMs. I don't know about Wii because most of my videos revolve around TMs right now. But it just looks great, feels nice. Just tad bit stronger recoil spring, and now that, you know, I didn't even think about the rear side until I was, you know, like what happens when you want to place the armor, and unless I didn't get it, that sucks. That actually really sucks, because you know the armor sights by themselves are actually, they're pretty expensive. They're $60-$70 because they're Trijicon ones. But I'm not Trijicon. Well, okay, the Tritium sights, whatever. They're $67 and they're steel, so you'd have to, the cheaper ones, I don't know the cheaper ones, there's got to be cheaper ones, but that actually sucks if you have to do that. I will probably put in the description below, because I'm trying to think about it. Like the armor plate ends right here, which is hidden here. Okay, yeah, let's just shoot it for you guys, and if you guys have questions, let me know. Okay, is it in focus? It's great, man. It's a good looking gun, really. I don't know what I'm going to do with the lower. I know the trigger is sailing with agency, and that's funny. If you guys know the history between agency and sail, it's really funny. But that's just, this is my current Guns Modified lower. I need to put the grip on here. I do have the black Guns Modified lower. But general overview, not happy with the presentation / packaging. It did damage my slide, but like once again, it doesn't bother me because I'm gonna be playing with it, so you know, or testing it, you know, whatever. And 2, I feel like the recoil spring could have been a little bit stronger, but that's something you guys can replace yourself. It's easy. And it's cheap. 3, if I put the arm on here and I can't use the sight, which unless I'm, you know, just not visually seeing it right now and I'm stupid, damn, that sucks. They should have provided a rear sight. But I'm hoping I'm wrong and I'm just being dumb right now. Because if not, damn. Otherwise, that loading nozzle has to be airsoft surgeon, and good job, Guns Modified. This, the machining on here is, and it's great to have in the hands. Shout out to Cam Spot for doing this. This guy has, I wanted this one so bad when it first came out of Real Steel, and I was like, you know, no one's gonna do it for a long time. And then Ken stepped up to the plate, and then we have the, you know, the metal version now, which is awesome. It's cool to see the evolution we've gone through. And for those wondering, yes, Ken's is a little bit longer. Okay, just a heads up. Anything else am I missing? I said a million times today. I don't think so. Guy from Alpha Airsoft. And yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you guys around. Take it easy. I will have an update on the rear issue. I'll put that in the description below. And I'm gonna finish off the lower now, since I figured out what upper I want, but I just don't know if I want to keep this trigger. I need to trade it around, figure it out, because I feel like it's conflicting. All right, let's see what you're doing.